Hey everybody, Sayre at Nova Motorcycles again. This week we're in the middle of something kind of nuts. I need to shave, I need a haircut, I'm a little bit tired because we have been building this wall of shelves for motorcycles. We needed a little division between the lobby of the shop and the back of the shop, and we wanted it to look basically really cool. So what we're doing is we're building a divider, walling off our kitchen. There will be motorcycles across the top, and in these little this compartment and that compartment, we're going to put a cool door in the middle, opens and closes, and basically really define the lobby and have it look cool, as well as giving us a little privacy in the back and in the kitchen. So if you've been in the shop before, you'll have seen this bike before. This is my more or less 1965 BSA C15. It used to be on our merch table over in the corner where there's a wall now. And it'll probably go back up on the wall and join its brethren up there. But anyway, this is one of my favorite bikes just because it's mine. And I bought it for $150. And all I got when I bought it was the frame and the motor. It had been left underneath, it had been left in a barn, and the barn had fallen down, and it stayed there for, according to the guy I got it from, about a year and a half, 2 years, underneath a fallen down barn. And then he pulled it out and threw it up on Craigslist, and I saw it and I said, that's for me. So I bought it. I believe it or not, I've never had the bottom end of this motor apart. I redid the top end. It was stuck piston, threw a new piston in there. These old BSA C15s, you know, say what you will about Brit bikes, but they're actually very rugged. This thing fired up. Get to that later. The rest of the bike, I basically pieced together from parts. This rear wheel is a Yamaha rim laced to a Honda S90 hub. To make it fit, I actually did something a little radical. I offset the lacing of the spokes, so the rim is offset from the hub quite a bit to get the sprocket to line up. That was just kind of an experiment. I kept a real close eye on it to see how it would go, and the wheel has stayed true and hung together for some pretty rugged events. I built this bike for the Moto Giro. For those who aren't familiar with that, it's a road rally run by the USCRA, the same road racing organization we run with. But it's not a race. It's a street competition where it's open to small and old bikes. The bikes have to be 305cc or smaller and built in 1967 or earlier. So, and what you do is you ride for 2 days on a course a route that you're given. It's easy to get lost. They often go down dirt roads. They're long. We do about 250, 300 miles in a weekend, which is a lot on a small bike on dirt and tiny roads. And the bikes take a beating. So this bike has done 5 Giros. The last one I did, I barely escaped the pickup truck on it because parts just kept falling off. And that's when I decided I might pack it in for a bit on the Giros on this bike. Got the
classic British oil.
Yeah, still got oil in it. Lets you know it's marking its spot when it lets that oil out. So let's see, what else is different about it? The gas tank is actually from a B50, which is a 500cc, the last BSA single that they made. The front end is from a Honda CB77, the forks and the triple tree. The clip-ons are from a Suzuki, actually it was a period Suzuki race bike. I don't know what it was. I got them in a part stash. And the front brake is from a Honda CJ360, not to be confused with a CB360. And the front rim, honestly, I forget what that one is. But basically, I pieced it together from parts. I've run it in the Giros pretty hard, and man, it's just a blast. It vibrates like crazy when you're going down the road, but it's light. The thing weighs, I think when I weighed it, I had it at about 210 pounds, 215 pounds with oil. So that was what I was going for. I just wanted to build like a very, very light thing to play with. And I did. So the last thing I did with it, as you can see, there's no plate on it anymore. There's no fender on it anymore. This fender fell off on the last Giro I did, and it was presented back to me by a very nice man. But I decided I really wanted to build an English road racing bike. I really wanted to ride an English single on the track. And as we know, if you've seen my other videos, I'm building a Veloset for that purpose. But the last race of the season, a couple seasons ago, I said, you know what, I'm going to take this thing to the track. So I just did a real quick safety wiring of the whole bike, took all the lights off, put my number plates on it, and I took it out and raced it for a day. And while I will never do that again, it was a blast. The reason why this doesn't make a good race bike is it's really set up as a all-around bike. It has a heavy flywheel that can be used for the dirt and it's got a mild cam that's got more torque, but like no top end. So basically, the fastest I've ever had this thing clocked at is 67 miles an hour going down a hill. And that was really pushing it, and that is not really great for the track. The gear ratios are pretty wide. It's just not really a great track bike. But I did it. I made it through the day. I even got a trophy that said that I was there. So it was a lot of fun. So anyway, hardly a collector's piece, hardly a valuable machine, but one I've had a ton of fun with, and it's going to stick around in some form or another. So yeah, but anyway, stay tuned to what we're doing. In the next few weeks, we will have some visages of what's happening up here. We'll hopefully finish this up this week and get back to regular shop business as usual. And as usual, please like and subscribe to these vids. Thanks for watching.